A few weeks ago, my GitHub account disappeared overnight. No warning, no clear explanation, no obvious mistake on my side. And the worst part wasn't losing access to my account. It was realizing that a significant part of my open source ecosystem was suddenly unreachable. What followed was a chain of events that started with a simple flag and ended in a full account suspension. And in this video, I will break down exactly what happened and what it says about how fragile modern developer infrastructure really is. Hi folks, this is Şefik. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before we are jumping into the topic, please like the video and do not forget to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with the latest videos. Also, your comments are more than welcome. Thank you for your all support in advance. At first, I didn't even realize something was wrong. Everything looked normal from my side until I started getting messages from users. People were saying that they couldn't access to Deepface or other repositories were suddenly unavailable. That's when I checked my GitHub account and I noticed the first restriction. My account wasn't fully gone yet, but public access to repositories had been limited. People are getting HTTP 404. I could still log in, but from outside it looked like my entire open source presence had been partially wiped. A few days later, after some back and forth with GitHub support, the restriction was lifted. No clear explanation was provided, just a generic mention of abuse detection systems and automated review. So I assumed everything was back to normal, but then things escalated. My account was fully suspended. This time I couldn't log in at all. No access to repositories, no access to settings, nothing. Just a generic suspension notice and no real context about what triggered it. At this point, I started trying to understand what could have caused this. And I want to be very clear here. This is my interpretation, not an official explanation from GitHub. Right before the first flag, I had pushed some changes to one of my open source libraries, lightweight, partially homomorphic encryption library. In particular, I added a new cryptographic component and it significantly expanded the test suite results. These unit tests are computationally heavy by design. They involve large case sizes and repeated cryptographic validations. My hypothesis is that this workload may have been interpreted by automated system as suspicious activity, possibly something resembling crypto mining or abuse of compute resources. Again, I'm not saying this is the exact reason, but this is the only meaningful change that aligns with the timing of the first flag and the second suspension. After the first incident, I tried to reduce the computational footprint of the unit tests. That's why I modified some cryptographic parameters and reduced case sizes significantly to make CI runs faster. And interestingly, the pipeline became dramatically faster. But shortly after the change, my account was suspended again. And at that point, I made a decision. I completely disabled heavy unit tests from GitHub Actions. Now I only use CI for linting and type checking. Anything computationally expensive runs locally or in controlled environments. And the impact of this went far beyond just losing access to my account. For developers, GitHub is not just a code hosting platform. It's our portfolio, it's our social identity, and many of us, it's also part of our professional credibility. Moving my open source projects elsewhere like GitLab was technically possible, but practically it meant losing visibility. All the stars, forks, and the history that represent years of work would effectively disappear from the ecosystem. And in open source, those signals matter. Stars are not just vanity metrics. They represent trust, adoption, and credibility. On top of that, I was actively developing and maintaining projects from my workplace using the same account. So once the account was restricted, I was effectively blocked from part of my day-to-day engineering workflow. And what made this even more concerning is that this doesn't seem to be an isolated case. If you search for GitHub plus suspended on Twitter, you will find that I'm not the only developer experiencing this. There appears to be a growing number of false positive reports recently. It's likely a side effect of increasingly aggressive automated abuse detection systems designed to fight bot activity at scale. But in the process, legitimate developers sometimes get caught in the same system. The account was eventually restored after manual review twice. In total, I was locked out or restricted for roughly 10 days. So what did I learn from this? First, GitHub and similar platforms are not passive infrastructure. They actively enforce automated systems that can occasionally produce false positives. And when that happens, the impact is immediate and very real. Second, don't treat CI systems as unlimited compute environments. If your tests are CPU or memory intensive, they can unintentionally trigger abuse detection systems. And third, if you maintain serious open source or commercial projects, always think about redundancy. Mirroring repositories, separating critical assets, and not relying on a single platform can save you from situations like this. I completely understand why these systems exist. They are necessary to protect platforms from real abuse. But this experience made one thing very clear. Even essential developer infrastructure can fail silently, and when it does, the effects cascade quickly. So, in this video, I shared my experience on GitHub about the suspension of my account. I hope you won't have a similar case, but if you do like this video or found this video useful, please like it and do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, if you make some comments, this video will reach much more people and I'll be appreciated. Thank you all for watching and see you next time.